Ronda Rousey comments on teaming with Naomi at Elimination Chamber. Kevin Owens seemingly takes a major shot at Stone Cold on Twitter. And Bobby Lashley breaks his silence after losing the WWE title in Saudi Arabia. What's up, everyone? I'm Jose G, and there's a lot to talk about in today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. Never miss brand new content by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Ronda Rousey comments on teaming with Naomi at Elimination Chamber. Former Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey has opened up about teaming up with Naomi at Elimination Chamber, stating that it was an honor to perform at the event. The baddest woman on the planet joined forces with Naomi to take on Sonya Deville and Charlotte Flair in a tag team match. Rousey had to compete with one arm to hide behind her back, as per the stipulation. Despite the odds, she and her partner emerged victorious. Rousey took to Instagram to share several photos from the match and included a caption praising Naomi for having her back. She also commented on wrestling in her judo gi for the first time in WWE. Ronda Rousey is one of the greatest female competitors in the history of combat sports. She's seen unprecedented success in the UFC and WWE as she has main evented major events and held championship gold. The Rowdy One made her surprising return at the Royal Rumble last month and outlasted 29 other superstars to win the 30-woman Battle Royal. She's slated to face the Queen Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship in the main event of WrestleMania 38. Big E carries out honorary duties at the Daytona 500. Former WWE Champion Big E was the honorary pace car driver at the Daytona 500, one of NASCAR's biggest races. Knowing for his name value and fan appeal, WWE were more than happy for their former champion to carry out some of the honorary duties on the race day. The New Day member's duties were to drive the pace car before the race, and he brought his trademark energy to the packed raceway. Nearly 150,000 NASCAR fans filled the seats for the 64th edition of the race, emanating from Daytona Beach, Florida. After cashing in his Money in the Bank contract and winning the WWE title, Big E would eventually lose the title to Brock Lesnar in a fatal 5-way match at WWE's Day 1 Premium Live event. Lesnar would then drop the title to Bobby Lashley at the Royal Rumble before earning it back at the Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia on Saturday. However, the former tag team champion has fallen back down into the mid-card and is yet to return to the WWE Championship picture. Let's hope Big E gets back a top title program in the near future. Kevin Owens seemingly takes a major shot at Stone Cold on Twitter. A recent Fightful Select report stated that WWE is trying to bring back Stone Cold Steve Austin for a match against Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. Owens recently insulted the state of Texas on Raw. For those unaware, Texas is Austin's home state. Earlier this week, a fan asked Owens on his thoughts on Victoria, Texas, the city Stone Cold is built from. The former Universal Champion took a shot at the city in his response. Kevin Owens recently signed a new deal with WWE. He hasn't held a major title since 2017. If the reports of Owens taking on Austin at WrestleMania are indeed true, the eventual match will be one of the biggest moments of the former's career. Austin hasn't wrestled a match since 2003. Stone Cold is quite possibly the biggest star to ever grace a WWE ring. Having a match against someone of his stature will forever remain a pipe dream for many, but it could soon become a reality for Owens. Owens is a former Universal Champion and is one of the most entertaining stars on WWE TV today. He possesses incredible mic skills, as well as a promo battle between him and Austin would be a sight to behold. As far as Austin goes, it remains to be seen if he'll be able to have a decent match at 57 years of age. Alexa Bliss breaks character after in-ring return at Elimination Chamber. At Elimination Chamber, the 6-time women's champion returned to an in-ring competition for the first time since September of last year. She competed in the event's namesake match in a high-stakes struggle to become the next challenger for the Raw Women's Championship. Bliss did well inside the monstrous steel structure. Despite not winning the match, the former champion is grateful to be back inside the squared circle. She recently took to Instagram to thank the top Raw superstars who competed in the Women's Elimination Chamber match and admitted to feeling better than ever before. Lots of fans were expecting Alexa Bliss to return to her goddess gimmick after having weeks of therapy to cope with the loss of Lily. Bianca Belair ended up winning the grueling match and earned herself a spot in the main event of WrestleMania against Becky Lynch in hopes to regain the gold she lost at SummerSlam. Big Time Bex believes it's the biggest possible match as she and Belair are the only two women to have won the main event of WrestleMania. Lynch is excited to face her old rival at the grandest stages of them all and believes she could break another record. Bobby Lashley breaks his silence after losing the WWE title at the Elimination Chamber. Bobby Lashley has finally shared his first post after losing the WWE title inside Elimination Chamber earlier this week. Bobby Lashley won his second WWE title at the Royal Rumble by defeating Brock Lesnar. The Almighty was set to defend the belt inside the Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia, but a series of unfortunate events led to Lashley being taken out of the match. Thus, he lost his prized possession without even competing in the match. Lashley has now shared a tweet as well as an Instagram post reacting to his tragic loss at Elimination Chamber. During the early moments of the WWE title match, Seth Rollins put Austin Theory through Lashley's pod. As a result, the glass shattered and hit Lashley, who was left in a dazed state. He was then helped out of the chamber. Bobby Lashley never returned, and Brock Lesnar ended up becoming the new WWE Champion by easily destroying everyone in sight. Lashley won his first WWE title last year by defeating The Miz on the road to WrestleMania 37. Lashley's second title run didn't last as long as his first reign did, and he would want nothing more than to return and rightfully reclaim what he unfairly lost at the Elimination Chamber. Thanks for watching today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. For exclusive content that you never want to miss, you gotta subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash that notification bell so you never miss whenever we drop brand new content. Follow us on all social media and download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.